In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things were made through him, and without him not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness does not overcome it. That's not your usual Christmas Bible verse, is it? But in order to understand Christ, we need to understand how he fits into the big picture of history, because he is the hinge of history. So you notice here it says that it was formless and void. And Christ, he was the one that made it beautiful. He's the one that gave it form. But we know that that's not how it stayed. We know that God's perfect creation was marred by sin. What was beautiful became disgusting. What was made to glorify God began glorifying men. Really, creation has been decreated by sin. Sin has flipped it on its head. See, sin always unravels. And that's what we've seen to creation. Creation needed to be remade. It reminds me of a piece of artwork. I'm not a very good artist, but I can draw a stick figure or two here or there. But when you try to make an elaborate painting and you make a mistake, you have a couple of options. You can do what some of those painters back in the Middle Ages did and just paint over, or you could throw it away, throw it across the room. It's a piece of junk. But that's not how God works. And I love how we've been singing this song, The Arrival, in church, this new Christmas song for us, about how the artisan enters the paint, how God, the creator, God, the painter, entered into the painting. Now, why did he do that? He did that so he could recreate. See what John 1:14 says, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we have seen his glory, glory of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and full of truth. See, Christ came in to his creation, and then through his life, he was showing us what the recreation would look like. And then he was decreated at the cross so that he could be then recreated. See, the one who created everything out of nothing allowed himself to enter creation, be decreated, and then recreated in our place. So is your life unraveling? Is your life falling apart? Is your life decreating? Is it full of sin? Turn to Christ. He's the one that recreates. He's the one that creates. Would you trust him with it? If he can take all that is formless and void and make it beautiful, imagine what he can do with your life. Will you let him recreate you this Christmas?